All right, kids, June 2009, part 2. June 2009, part 2. It wants to know how many three-letter arrangements I can make with the letters in the word angle. Angle has 5 letters. I want to make 3-letter arrangements. So I can put 5 in the first spot. I can put 4 in the second spot. I can put 2 in the third spot. And don't forget, we're going to multiply those and get 60. That's it for that. Wow, that was a simple question. Completely factor. When you see the word completely, you better really think about that first rule of factoring, which is GCF. In this case, it's really hard because the GCF is not only X, but it's also a 4. 4 goes into both. So if I take out a 4 and I take out an X, I'm left with X squared minus 9. Then I got to keep factoring, and it factors to X plus 3, X minus 3. That's it. Number 2's done. Some books are laid on a desk. 2 are English. Let me write this down. 2 English. 3 are mathematics. That's better. That there's more math. That's actually good. 1 French. That makes more sense. Shouldn't have too many French books. 4 social studies. Who wrote this test? I don't even believe that math teacher wrote this test. Teresa selects an English book, and then Isabella selects a social studies book. Both girls take their selections to the library to read. If Truman then selects a book at random, what is the probability he selects an English book? Oh my God, are you kidding me? This question is an easy question. Let's take our green, because the other ones are ugly. So, Teresa selects an English book, so the English books goes down to 1. Isabella then selects a social studies book. Social studies books go down to 3. Both girls take their selections to the library. That's just kind of saying they're not putting them back. They're not in the selection. So Truman does not have them to select from. He only has 1, 3, 3, and 1. So that is, he wants, so what is the probability he selects an English book? Well, there is only 1 English book remaining, and there are 3, 4, 7, 8 books remaining. So he's got a 1 in 8 chance. Wow, another simple question. Would have liked to have this test. Now we get to the hard question. All right. So here it says, it tells you the circumference of the circle. If you remember, the circumference of the circle is diameter times pi. And it tells you the circumference is 16 pi. Therefore, that is the diameter, 16. Then it says that this side is 3/4 of this. So if I take 16 and then multiply by 3/4, I get that side, which is 12. So that's 12. And then it wants to know the area of the quadrilateral. It does not tell you, but it doesn't even tell you it's a trapezoid. Oh my God! And wait, why did that go away? The area formula of a trapezoid is on your formula sheet. 1/2 the height times the sum of the bases. So this is 2 times 28 or 56. Rolling right along. Here we go. Next question. A bank is advertising new customers can open their savings account with 3 3/4%. Hopefully you all know that's the same as 3.75. Here's my starting amount and 3 years. So if you remember, it's principal times 1 plus or minus percent raised to the number of years. So the principal is the starting amount, which is $5 grand. And we're going to take 1. Now, is this thing going to go up or down? Interest rate. Open a savings account. You got an interest rate compound. So if you got an interest rate, that means they're paying you interest. That means it's going to go up. So we're going to add point. Now you got to be careful. 0.0375. raised to the third power. Now, I do not have a very nice calculator for this, so forgive me, but I'm going to have to do this a little bit slightly more difficult way. This thing's got a, well, it's got a scientific calculator. That's good. So I'm going to do 1.0375. Now you would just type this directly into your calculator over here, but I'm going to have to do this a little bit different. So 1 plus 0.0375 raised to the third power times 5,000. Now you would do it a different way. This is just how I have to use this obnoxious calculator. So 5, of course I totally didn't memorize that. 8385, 83.85, this is sort of annoying. 74218. 74218. But I want it money-wise. Wait, to say the nearest cent? Nearest cent. I want it money-wise. So do I round that to 86 or do I leave it 85? And of course, if you are an intelligent young man or woman, you would know that this is an 86. Dollar sign. There we go. That one's done. $10-day period. Okay. So this is 0, and this is 0. I gotta get up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have to make every box 1. So I'll just do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's as high as I gotta get. And I gotta get up to 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just make every box 10. 2, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's really awful. I don't know why they did that. 130, 235, 555, 760, and 1070. Use a consistent and appropriate scale. Draw a reasonable line of best fit and write its equation. Well, I probably should have a graphing calculator to tell you how to do this. That's a reasonable line of best fit. But the equation for the axis of symmetry, or write its equation, is much more difficult. And I don't have a graphing calculator, so I'm going to walk you through how you would do that. Hit the stat button. Hit edit. In list 1, you would type in 1, 2, 5, 7, 10. In list 2, you would type in 30, 35, 55, 60, and 70. And then you would go back into stat, go over to calculate, line, regress, and hit enter. So on your calculator, you say line, regress, ax plus b. You have to do and I lose track here. All right, over here, then you have to do list 1, comma, list 2. And it would give you some kind of an equation. Now I'm going to try to do my best at this equation. If I take this point, and I take this point, first of all, my y-intercept is somewhere around 27. So I'm going to say 27 is my y-intercept, because it's passing somewhere around here, around 27. And if I go up let's see, that goes up from 30 to 70, so that's 40. And it goes over 9. So 40 over 9 is somewhere around, I don't know, 4.5x. So that would be my equation. This would give you the exact value. But this is pretty close. That's pretty close. That's about what it would give you. No question. Almost done. We got 3 left. As soon as I see angles, I know I'm using sine, cosine, or tangent. How far from the base of the pole should the stake be driven in its foot? So x. So the next thing you're going to do is label this opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So I want to find x. This is the only side I got, so I have to use tangent. Tangent of 52 is equal to opposite, which is 50, over adjacent, which is x. I got to cross multiply. So I get 50 equals x times tan 52. Divide by tan 52. Now you would type this directly in your calculator. I have to do some really crazy stuff on this crazy calculator. Well, maybe I can do it. 50 divided by... So 50 divided by tan 52 equals... So x equals, what was that, 39.06428. 06428. So x equals to the nearest foot, 39 feet. What will the length of the wire be from the stake to the top of the pole? So, All right, little break, little pause. Now we're going to check to see when, what is the length of the wire from the stake? So we're going to find y now. So y is hypotenuse. We still have the opposite, so opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So we'll do sine of 52 equals opposite, which is 50, over hypotenuse. So I don't forget, this should turn out to be bigger than 50. If it doesn't turn out to be bigger than 50, something's not right. So y sine 52 equals 50. Divide by sine 52. And I get y equals, and I bust up my calculator, 50 divided by, if I hit the right buttons, that's not right. So 50 divided by 50 divided by, all right, I guess it's right. So y equals 63.45. So y equals 63. All right, getting there. Got what, 2 problems left? Oh my gosh, I hate these problems. Just too time consuming. All right, see. So let's do 41, 41, 58, 58, 61, 61, 54, 54, 49, 40, 46, 46, 52, 52, does not mean I did this accurately. I mean, I easily could have made a mistake. I would never rest on that. I would go through and go, okay, 42, 58, 61. I'm just going to do it real quick. 54. Just double check my answers. 49. Again, you can scrub through this if you want. See if I made a mistake. 46. Yes, it's time consuming. Yes, it's sort of a pain in the neck. But is it worth it to get the problem right? I would say it absolutely is worth it just to get the problem right. You know you got it right if you did it this time. 60, 52, 58, 48. The key on this algebra read is make sure that you're not lazy. 44, 59, 66. Always mess that up. 62, 55, 44, 49, 62, 61, 59, 54, 57, 58, 63, 60. So 4, 5, 4, 8, 7, 2. Ka-ching! On the next grid, construct and label a frequency histogram. So 454, 454, 872. Just kind of a reminder. 4, 5, 4, 8, 7, 2. And what's the lowest interval? 40 to 44. 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 through 59, 60 through 64, 65 through 69. So the highest I got to get to is 8. So just to make things look neat, I'll make every one of these. Every 2 boxes 1. Just to make it look neat. Since the first interval does not start at 0, I have to include a break. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'll just go every 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how small I can write. 45 to, oops, there's 6 of them, shoot. 40 to 45. Alright, so that's not going to work. So how about 40, that's to 44. Alright, give my damn reason. So this is why you're allowed to use the pencil on this stuff so you don't make silly mistakes. By the way, you can't use red, but you use red. 40 through 44, 44, 45 through 49, 50 through 54, 55 through 59, 60 through 64, and 65 through. I always figure out a way to get that number on the test. Down here goes intervals. These are your intervals. This is my frequency. Don't be lazy and be neat. I'm trying to do this, by the way, on a steering wheel, so it's not that neat. The highest was 4. The first interval was 4. So I've got to go back 4. You will use a straight edge. I will have a straight edge available for you if you do that. It is wrong. Don't do that. 5, 4. All the bars must touch each other all the way up to 8. past that. That's not good enough. And you can't do that either. I just don't have a ruler. I just don't have a ruler or anything, so you are going to be neat. I'm just trying to give you an idea what this looks like, obviously. Trying to draw this freehand while I hold a microphone is not easy either. 7 and 2. Alright, and you can shade it if you want. I think that's it. Pretty simple, straightforward, kind of a pain in the neck. Alright, let me write these down. Y equals x squared minus 6x plus 1. And then over here I'll write y plus 2x equals 6. This is a parabola. So the first thing I do with a parabola is find the axis symmetry. X equals negative b over 2a. X equals negative 6 over 2 times 1, which is 3. So that will be on my table values, x and y. So I'll type that into my graphing calculator. And it will tell me what my table of values is going to look like. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this in my head. 3 is going to be in the middle. 2, 1, 0 is going to be 1. So I'm going to try negative 1 as my smallest, but I'm not really going to do that. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 3. If I plug 3 in, that's 9. 9 minus 18 is negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8. If I type in 2, I get 4 minus 12. 4 minus 12 is negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7, so that's negative 7. This is negative 7. Now, you don't have to do all this. You just put this in your calculator. 1, I get 1 minus 6, which is negative 5. Well, this one and that one cancel, so it's just negative 6. Okay, negative 6. A miss here. I've done something wrong. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 18 is negative 9, plus 1 is negative 7. 2. 4 minus 12. 4 minus 12 is negative 8, plus 1 is negative 7. 1 minus 6 is negative 5, plus 1 is negative 4. Make sure to do that. 25 minus 30 is negative 5, plus 1 is negative 4. Okay, guys, pretty crap there. And that's 1, so let's try negative 1. Let's try 7 first. 49 minus 42. 49, 7 squared minus 42 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So this will be 8. This will be 8. So negative 1, 8. 0, 1, 1, negative 4. 2, negative 7. 3, negative 8. More than likely, 2 of these answers, 2 of these points will be the answers. So I'm going to do this in different colors to draw. Let's do this in red. So I'm going to subtract 2x, or blue, I mean. So y equals negative 2x plus 6. So my slope is negative 2 over 1. My y-intercept, it is 0 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. That's what my answer is. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1, that's my other answer. You will use a straight edge for your lines. You have to label your lines. Y plus 2x equals 6. And let's do that. And my answers are, you have to tell me your answers. My answers are negative 1, 8, it's not acceptable without the parentheses, and 5, negative
Thanks.